That water is for the horses. All right, inside.
Get your horse!
I tell you peons for the last time. You know Senor Cobb is arriving at any moment. You're hiding as runaway slaves. You'd better hand over those 2 Negroes now. Listen to me, all of you, and get this through your stupid heads. Here in Rio Sacramento, you peons are forgetting your place. Listening to the wrong talk. And if you don't forget these rebellious ideas of yours, I promise you I will punish you all. Just remember that I, Gomez, am your master.
I'm master in Rio Sacramento, Senor Gomez.
There is trouble, Senor Cobb, and I'm trying to settle it without bothering you. These men are disobeying your orders.
Men? They're not men, Gomez. They're swine. This time we'll settle it together.
Con su permiso, señor.
Ven a ver.
Para aquí. Para aquí. Muy cerquita.
Pero, capitán.
Muy cerquita de aquí, señor.
Molte grazie.
¿Qué?
Amigo, el señor Cobb te ha dicho muchas gracias.
De nada, señor. De nada.
Ha detto di niente.
Avanti, forza! Dategli i cinturoni.
Non sarebbe amico.
Tu, raccogliete le armi! Raccoglietele! Portate via quelle carogne!
See, Senor Cobb, you know I haven't forgotten what I owe to you, but it's never that simple. You don't know in this town what to expect.
Well, you better expect Barnett.
Oh, Senor Cobb, don't you think he's had time to get over there into Mexico?
Precisely. But you shouldn't assume that was his plan. You can bet on it. He broke out of prison. And he wants to get even. Of that you can be sure. We must prepare a welcoming party. Warn Sheriff Douglas. He'll be suspect number 1. Get that through to Charlestown.
Sheriff Douglas and I always keep in touch by telegraph. Mr. Cobb, if Barnett is heading for Rio Sacramento, there's only one road to take. And it passes through the canyon. I would suggest putting a few of our men there. It's the best welcoming place.
Who exactly?
There are some men of my own. But if you prefer to use yours...
We must do this well. And I'm sure that yours are familiar with that zone.
That's their business. That's their business, Mr. Cobb.
Let me look at your man.
Sí. Ramon, Manuel, Jesus, Emiliano.
You're going to hamstring that horse someday.
We have 15 more in the stables.
Nervous about the way I ride?
Howdy, Judge.
Morning, Sheriff.
You've heard the news, I reckon.
Instead of saying good morning, almost everybody spreads the news here. Is Barnett coming our way, do you think, Sheriff?
I don't think he'd have made the effort he did to break out of prison if he wasn't aiming to come pay us a visit. Deputies, they're what I want to talk about. Can I swear in some men?
All you want, Douglas. I won't let you disregard the law, though, no matter what you plan to do.
You're supposed to be helpful. Keep out of sight, Your Honor. Or better, let me assign a couple men to watch you.
But he's not coming after me. Is he, Sheriff?
If I was Barnett, you'd be the man I'd hate the most for sending me to those 30 years at hard labor.
Bah.
Why not think it over, Judge?
Here I am, amigo. Drop your gun belt. Now take me to Gomez.
May I ask what's new with Gomez?
He says that he's waiting for the goods. And Cobb was in Rio Sacramento.
And Ted Barnett? No news at all.
Who is there? Ramon.
And a guest. Surprised, huh? Well, they put the telegraph in your house. You boys been doing all right since I've been away. Did I break in on a friendly chat, huh? Do you mind? Good news? Come on. Make believe I ain't here. Go on, Gomez. Why don't you let your friend Douglas know who your visitor is, huh? You heard me. Tell him.
Let's hear the rest.
Ted Barnett is with Gomez.
Open for business, Gomez? It's been 3 years since I was in a barber shop. Keep well in my line of sight. Tell me, Gomez, when those gunmen shot down Colonel Steiger, was you there? Oh, don't stop now, Gomez. Finish my haircut. You saw it?
No, I was away.
Where?
Somewhere else.
Gomez, you mustn't cut too much off the back of my neck. Well, so you was away. Somewhere else, huh? But somebody shot the colonel. Who did it?
They did it.
They? Who's they?
You know very well.
Why don't you tell me, Gomez? You're scared, aren't you? Ain't nothing to be scared about, Gomez. You're among friends. Go ahead, talk. I'd like to hear you say it. Who are they?
Those gunmen of Douglas and Cobb.
Well, I see. All right, Gomez. Let's get it clear now. You've been saying the killers were gunmen at Cobb and Douglas. Tell me, how come in that testimony you gave to Judge Kincaid, you said it was I who shot the colonel? Hey, you're out of practice. How come you gave that testimony? Huh, Gomez?
I was threatened.
You was threatened. With how much money, Gomez? Now shave off my beard. You heard me, Gomez. Now, what was we talking about? Have to remind myself. How much did you get? I imagine a couple of hundred. Not much, as I remember, in those days. After my dad got shot, then the money started rolling in, huh? From his railroad. Tell me, Gomez, you started out as an informer and a false witness. What's your job now in the outfit? Don't tell me you just work that telegraph. Who looks after my father's railroad? Huh?
I know nothing.
I reckon my skin is pretty tender right now, Gomez. But you always knew how to sharpen a razor. That's it. Put a fine edge on it, so it'll do a real good job. You know, it's really a shame. It's more than I can make out. Now, you could have made yourself a fortune back east running a fancy barber shop.
I could not see much future in it.
A pity. If you were smarter. Right now, you could earn a lot of money with that razor you're holding. Ain't you tempted, Gomez? Come on, it should be easy. Press harder. You've got nothing to lose. You frightened? It's now or never. It'd only take a second. Ah, you're just a barber, Gomez. Tell me, Gomez, who shot my dad?
No one knows.
Oh, shucks. I got it. It's this.
Not that one.
What do you mean it ain't this one?
No.
It's a bad one.
No.
Hold still, dead rabbit. Don't learn me my profession. Open wider. Wider. She's a giving. Steady now. Steady.
You're a fifth-rate hog, Butcher.
Easy.
You must have yanked the wrong tooth.
Oh, yeah?
You're a butcher. He's out cold.
Yanking a tooth never killed no one.
You ain't no dentist. You're only a darn quack.
Sir, I'm a specialist in painless tooth extraction. And what's this here, a pork chop? Turn me loose! Ow!
Leave him be, you dirty coward! Stop it! Stop it now! Or I'll fix it! Let go of me! Put me down! Leave him go! Ow! Help!
What are you after, stranger?
I got an aching tooth.
Get away! You're about to lose all your teeth.
That's too much trouble. If the dentist is free, I got a right to let him pull it.
He ain't yet.
Oh, give him a chance.
Never again.
Come down from there, you out. Let me shoot.
Let go!
Let's go. Come on.
direction you heading, Doc?
In my own. And you?
Well, ain't you a little grateful?
I said thanks. What more does he want?
I did you all a good turn. You want to do me a good turn and make a profit?
I'm always ready, son. Just show us how to get to where you're going. How? So where are we going?
Charlestown.
Excuse me. Seen Barnett?
Not yet. Around Rio Sacramento, no one's seen Barnett. Gomez was shot, him and one of them Mexicans.
And the other three?
Disappeared.
Did you see Sheriff Douglas?
Sure. I went to Charlestown, and he says the shipment's ready to send.
Who's gonna bring it?
A bunch of his men.
Mr. Cobb, hai detto che la ragazza va al vincitore?
Thank you. Good friends of Charlestown, we come to your fair city at the request of several of your most prominent fellow citizens. I see many of you folks in dire need of relief from your afflictions, such as
Quanto costa esto? Neanche le ricchezze di Salomone basterebbero a pagarlo, ma io non sono un mercante, io trabajo solo per il bien de la humanidad.
It's yours. Charge you only the freight, $10. 10 measly simoleons for a simple remedy that you'll find is worth its weight in gold.
Get down from there.
You want a bottle of it, too?
Shut your mouth and get down. Those are Sheriff Douglas's orders. We got no use for drummers and tramps in Charlestown.
Well, I'll have a word or two with this Sheriff Douglas. Now, look it, I'm a graduate of the University of Philadelphia.
Who's this girl?
Wildwood Dulcie.
What does she do?
She's my partner.
What else?
My daughter.
Excuse me. You're a pair of drummers. Anyone can tell that. And there ain't no point at all in your trying to talk to the sheriff. He ain't gonna protect you.
You apologize. We've as much right as anybody to be protected. Because he's not a drummer, he's a scientist.
What's in the wagon?
My laboratory.
Your laboratory.
Where I mix my medicines. It's fascinating. Come in, I'll show you.
Never mind. We're not interested in that laboratory of yours. Just take your business someplace else. You and the girl. And while you're around this town, you watch yourself.
I ain't never been so mortified in all my born days. I'm a doctor, I am. Graduate of the University of Philadelphia. A scientist. You're a stumbling block to progress in Charlestown. It's outrageous. Outrageous.
Yes, can't even find that criminal who needs arresting, yet you're mighty fast to give a shove to us who are law-abiding.
A murderer on my hands. You better get out of this here wagon right away, you had. You owe me that much, you young whippersnapper.
I don't know as I do. But if that's your opinion...
Stay till all those folks go. They'll arrest you the minute you step outside. If that happens, we'll be hanged.
Hai avuto altre notizie?
No.
But it's been 2 days already since he killed Gomez. He might come any old time.
He might board the train to Charlestown.
No, I reckon not. But no doubt about it. He's bound to be getting closer.
Howdy, Sheriff.
Everything all right, Mose?
Just fine, Sheriff. Why'd you ask? Anything wrong?
Ted Barnett is out.
Barnett. Then there's trouble.
Trouble for Barnett. Tell Cobb, until we recapture Barnett, this is the last shipment. As for a contact, he'll have to replace Gomez. It's up to him to keep in touch.
I'll tell him that, Sheriff.
And another thing, to make sure the shipment gets through to Cobb. From now on, nobody leaves this train. If things go wrong, you'll answer to me in person.
Quiet, Mike. Keep still if you don't want me hanged. You know Ted, the prodigal son.
Remember, without specs, I don't hear a thing.
I was afraid you wasn't here anymore.
Unless I see your lips, I can't tell what you say. And if my memory holds, you're dead, all righty. And you're a dangerous killer.
Let's not talk about that. Mike, what do you know about the murder of my dad?
'Twas Thursday. No doubt about the day, because I was expecting him on the tombstone, Santa Fe. It was on that train. Someone shot him. I don't even know what's coming in now. Trains never leave unless they say so.
Who's they?
Douglas and the men of that crew of his'n. Their trains. They leave the station whenever they like. Got no method, nor nothing.
It's starting to make sense to me. Got lots to do. Mike, I'll need your help.
You bet.
There's some things I'll have to do here in the station and out on the right of way. But don't tell him I've seen you. And don't be afraid.
What's wrong? Why are you getting up so soon?
Don't you hear that train whistle?
Yes, I do.
The train left last night. How come it's back so early? Why is the whistle stuck?
It's the sort of thing Barnett'd do.
I want back to sleep. Do what I tell you.
I warn you. Barnett's got you on his list. You said that yourself.
And you're on it, too.
You better run tell the sheriff. That train's moving backwards.
What Douglas will want to know is why.
How in tarnation do I know? Don't ask me about this railroad. Trains running this way and that way till I'm going out of my mind.
I'm gone plumb out of my mind. What kind of a station is this anyway? There ain't no engineer. That cab's empty.
Did I wake you?
Ted.
Shame to waste half of the morning. Looks like a wonderful day. Hope you slept good. Now, where's my razor gone?
Ted.
Yeah?
You might at least have warned me. Let me explain things to you when there's more time for it.
Now, this is a good moment to explain.
My husband will be back. Any minute now.
That'll be nice. He can tell me where he put my razor.
Ted. You know it hasn't been easy. I'm really glad to see you.
They're all still here. It's a good thing Sheriff Douglas and I don't wear the same size. Here's one. Like it?
Just the way you looked then. It seems hard labor hasn't changed you.
It was just 3 years. I suppose I can't complain.
How was it out there?
Mighty nice. I mean it. Kind of thing you don't forget.
I hoped all these years I could forget you. I wasn't able to. It's been difficult living here. The evidence against you. I tried to forget that. In spite of how convincing it was.
But isn't it still? Why did you say it was?
Even if it wasn't, it wouldn't help you now.
It could. But I need a certain person's help.
Douglas?
You.
I don't know a thing.
Oh, I see. You don't know a single thing. To you, Douglas is the honest sheriff of Charlestown. And what do you know about my father? Anything?
Nothing at all, Ted. You know that. Don't you believe me? There's another thing, Ted. I would have sunk down to street level. If I hadn't known Joe. That's why I decided to accept. Marry him, but I'll still take your side.
But ain't you heading for a bit of trouble taking sides with me? You know Joe. If he knew you were trying to help me, there sure'd be hell to pay.
I don't care if he knows about it.
If you're going to side with me, you have to do what I want.
I'll do anything.
I want to meet Douglas. Just tell me when.
Tonight.
better call all available men and organize a posse.
And Cobb ought to be told. He's meeting that Mexican tomorrow. Who shall I send? Perhaps a deputy?
You'd be better than a deputy. To them, I'm an honest man. You'll be needed here till Barnett's out of the way.
And so till then?
And so till then, or until Gomez is replaced, it's a gamble, that's all. Mr. Cobb realizes the spot we're in. Now we have to do the most important job. Get rid of Barnett.
Where's Douglas?
Downstairs alone.
Stay in your room. There's bound to be trouble. What's that you're scribbling, Douglas? Your memoirs?
Yeah. And I'm glad to know how my chapter's ending. I sure am. I call it The Night Barnett Came to Frying His Own Pigeon Fat.
Well, you got a good cook to work with.
Haven't I, though? Come on, reach. That's right. Now, answer the question I ask, and I will answer one that you ask me. Huh? You willing?
I'm willing. Who begins? Do I?
Oh, no. I'm going to begin the game. Where's that shipment?
At Pico Wells. Buried at Pico Wells, Douglas. Now that you know, Cobb and the Mexicans can pick it up there. Whenever they like. That is, whenever I like. There you are, Douglas. That's my answer.
Good work.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Now it's my turn to ask, huh?
Sure. Come on, Barnett. Because your time's running short.
That's for sure, Douglas. Time is running short, all right. I would say your life is hanging by a single thread. If you only knew. Who killed my father?
I did. I killed him. Your main trouble, Ted, among a heap of troubles, I hope you don't mind my saying so, is you're a dead ringer for your old man.
Go on. I'm waiting, Sheriff. Tell me the rest of your memoirs.
Ted, I swear, I never knew it was Joe who killed your father. No, don't, Ted. Don't do it. Turn him over to Judge Kincaid. I'll be your witness. He confessed he murdered your father.
Well, you've done everything I wanted. I won't ask anything else of you. One day, when there's more time to, I've got to teach you better manners.
What do you want?
Ancora chi sei tu? Che quieres?
Quiet, don't holler. Dulcie's sleeping. You ought to be ashamed of yourself for killing folks. I want no dealings with the likes of you. I seen what you done on that there train.
Well, they wanted a ride without paying.
Are you all crazy? You trying to rouse the whole place?
Hello, Dulcie.
If only I could thrash you.
The impression I've been getting of your charming daughter is that she's mighty absent-minded when it comes to obligations, Doctor.
I ain't forgot my debt, young fella.
Then pay it.
I thought I did, but you keep asking for more.
Tell the law. You pick up 10,000.
Hush your mouth. I'll square my debt. Just tell me what you want.
Leave right now and follow the railroad line. We'll be meeting sooner or later. And when we do, I'll tell you the rest.
You mean there's still something else?
I should say there is. I can't prepare you. But you're really going to have to be careful, because there's a chance that when you find me, I'm going to need doctoring.
Hey, what's that you got in back of you?
A dead bird. A big one that was always pecking at me.
It's about time, Barnett.
Who's that?
It's Wilmer. Don't you remember me?
Sure. You peddled rags.
Ah, you remember that. Put your hands up and come out, because I got you.
I got a bargain to offer you, Wilmer. But tell me, what are you looking for? Me or the 10,000?
Can you make it more?
Might at that? I'm not giving up.
Barnett, all I want's the money. I don't care who gives it to me. And I just want to show Douglas you ain't so smart. I knew you'd come here. But Douglas, he wouldn't listen to me. Barnett has another plan, he said. Barnett! My throat's getting dry from hollering. If you want to holler...
But that train ought to be slowing down by now.
Be ready, muchachos.
What the hell's wrong?
Moran! Put those brakes on!
Just empty cars. The shipment ain't here. No rifles, no ammunition.
The sheriff's here! That is a door nail!
Barnett!
Is this a joke? I don't like being made a fool of. I think, Mr. Cobb, you better tell me the truth. I can't tell you how this happened, though I know the person who did it. I don't care. Losing a shipment is bad business. You're the man responsible. I've already paid.
General, there's nothing to complain about. Either trust me another 2 or 3 days, or buy your munitions through another source.
Or I kill you.
Stay right here. I'll prove you have no reason to doubt my word. Come on, boys. amigos. Who's the captain here?
Here there's no captain. There's a general. That one. Over there. And speak to him with respect.
Have you got news for us, gringo?
It's about Cobb.
Interesting, tell us.
Yeah, only I don't know as I can, General, because he makes me nervous.
Ah, Paquito! Paquito, he makes you nervous? You hear, muchachos? Paquito! Paquito, he makes him nervous.
Please, you think I can tell you're a friend of Emus?
¿Por qué no? Go ahead, tell him.
He's gone, thank you.
You are not careful. I find you a bigger one.
Tell me about Cobb, amigo. Is it true your partner's disappeared and left you high and dry? I hear you already put down in advance, and he skedaddled. I know the reason you brought that gold in your wagons. You want weapons. You got gold? And me, I'm selling rifles for gold.
Where are they?
I'm not telling you, amigo. If you want, I'll bring them to you.
How much you want?
Half of what you were going to give Cobb.
Fair enough. I was going to give the Cobb. Nothing at all. Hands up, imbecile.
No gold, no arms.
I see about that right away. Where is the shipment?
Pay me the gold.
Where is that shipment? Where is the shipment?
At Pico Wells.
Vamos, muchachos.
Dolly! Dolly! Dolly!
They didn't get my shipment through.
Try Pico Wells. That's where your goods are hidden. I know Cobb. Barnett forced his way into the house and killed Douglas.
Where did Douglas keep his documents?
Those are my papers now, Cobb.
work, Doc. You're right on time. But take me to Judge Kincaid first. I gotta talk to him.
Talk to the judge? That beating they gave you left you weak up here, young fella. No fooling.
There's a big reward out for me. Payable on delivery.
I never let a dollar get by me yet, but I prefer to take you in alive.
Morning, Judge. I'm glad to see you. I got some news for you.
Hold on, Pat. Barnett's in my custody now he's surrendered. Barnett, hand over your pistol. Now I'll find out what's at Pico Wells. Lock him in the jail, Pat. Keep an eye on him. Remember, only the law has the right to see that justice is done.
I used to think so, too. And I wish I could still think that way. But maybe the law needs a hand now and then.
Well, I hope what I find there will exonerate you. Otherwise, I'll have to hang you, Ted.
You better hurry, Judge Kincaid.
Moved from Pico Wells. I saw the Mexicans taking it to the border. They beat us to it.
We can head them off still. We'll meet them coming through Rabbit Pass. General. My crates have been delivered to you.
Better late than never.
Who told you could find the shipment at Pico Wells?
An angel. An angel who thought he was a clever boy, but he was not clever at all. Un imbecile.
Stop beating around the bush. I'm still owe the rest of that gold, amigo.
Ah, that's true. That's true, Senor Cobb. But why do you not come down here for it, eh?
Judge, what's going on over there?
Must be a fight between two gangs of bandits. Let's move closer. A gang of Mexicans and a bunch of Americans.
What are you doing here, Judge?
I was going to Pico Wells where I thought I'd find you. But I expected to see you under different circumstances.
Why, what do you mean, sir?
I was told you were meeting some Mexicans at the Wells to deliver a shipment of rifles and ammunition.
And who gave you that information?
Ted Barnett.
Barnett? Since when does a man of the law believe the word of a killer?
Barnett gave himself up of his own free will.
You mean he's in the town jail?
Yes.
Then hang him, Judge.
I will if I have to. But first I want to know where the weapons of these wagons came from and where they were going.
Why, I can't tell you a thing about the weapons, Judge. I was hunting Barnett and ran into the Mexicans. They opened fire on us, and naturally I returned their fire. That's all I know, Judge. I never saw those crates before in my life. Be seeing you, Judge.
Good afternoon.
What happened, Judge?
Barnett played a trick on me. I might have known it. Have him set up the gallows. Tomorrow morning he'll pay for all his crimes.
Right away, Judge.
You made us look like idiots. Which side are you working for, anyhow? The shipment was at Pico Wells, all right. But somebody around here must have passed on the word to Judge Kincaid. Did you know the judge would be there, too? Whose idea was that minstrel show?
Don't ask me a thing.
And where are Douglas's records? Do you know that?
In his office safe.
Don't take me for a fool. Whose side are you working for?
Whose do you think?
Now you listen to what I gotta say. Barnett is gonna be hanged tomorrow. And you'll go back where he got you. You don't have that idiot Douglas to run to anymore for protection. If I find you're in cahoots with Barnett, you'll pay together for this.
Too bad, Barnett. Why'd you send me to Pico Wells?
To find the truth.
The kind of truth you make up. I've let you pull the wool over my eyes. You had my sympathy, but not this time. You deserve to be on the gallows, and that's where you'll be tomorrow morning.
Judge Kincaid, can't you listen just a second? Now, I don't know what you found, but it's pretty evident that for the second time I've been cheated out of justice.
You killed Douglas because you wanted revenge. If you had any other reasons, you better tell me what they are.
Douglas was Cobb's henchman, like Gomez. They sold arms to the Mexicans. And they've been dealing in slaves in about every state in the Southwest, and you didn't even know it. 3 years back, you called me a murderer. And it should have been as plain as day that I didn't do it. You were kind of stupid then, Judge Kincaid.
Just save your breath, Barnett. You may need it for tomorrow. But since we gotta hang you, we're also willing to satisfy your last wish before you die. You got one?
Yeah, I do, only it's kind of special. I've always been well dressed. And tomorrow is a very important day for me. Do I have to go like this?
Put another nail there. Needs more bracing underneath. Add another piece.
Can you reach it? Steady the ladder, will you?
Dolly, what is it?
Let me come in, Judge. I have something here that will interest you.
Come, come. Ted.
Come on. Come on, I don't want this. Go now.
Farewell, Barnett. A drink? One for the road?
No thanks. Never in the morning. Bad for my health.
That's right. Perfect. It's all ready. A necktie. Oh. May I proceed now, sir?
No. Wait a minute.
Hey, what's the delay, Sheriff? Come on, man. Get it over with. But what are you waiting for? Get going. We ain't got all day. Hey, you. Get on with the hanging right away. Go on.
I give the orders, Mr. Cobb. The law has to be respected.
Then let's have it respected. The law says this man must hang. So hang him, do you hear? And be quick about it.
We're waiting for Judge Kincaid. Without the judge, it's not proper and legal.
We'll find him then. And bring him here.
He's coming now.
Ted Barnett. In the name of the law, I declare your case dismissed. You're free. Citizens of Charlestown, 3 years ago, I myself sentenced Ted Barnett to 30 years at hard labor. But now I know that the evidence against him was false. I've been given documents which previously I knew nothing about. They show that the guilty party is a criminal at large and in our midst today. A man whose thirst for power and gold led him to conspire against the Barnett family. Mr. Cobb, you have many men compared to the sheriff and his deputy, but I'm declaring you under arrest. I inform you that the late Sheriff Douglas's private papers are in my hands, and I advise you to surrender to the law.
Hurry up, Paul! Get in!
Judge inside.
I told you not to follow me around.
It's you who keep dogging my tracks.
Pig-headed.
I reckon. Afraid to dirty your hands?
Now we got a straw mattress and no time to sleep on it. Sure is a pity.
Why, you only thing.
Go on. I'll lower you.
I can lower myself, thank you.
Where is he?
So, 40.
Show your face, Barnett! Come on out! Come on out of there! Surround him! Shoot! Shoot! Come out and get him! That's why I hire you! Come out, you cowards! Come out shooting! Keep shooting!
Ted Barnett, I got you for good.
My luck as usual. Caught me when I can't get away. Now that I got to rest up a spell, I'll be needing that straw mattress, you know.